Hey everybody, we are going. I'm going live. I want to put the verdict on. It just was announced a very few minutes ago, so let me get this pulled up for you. If you've already heard it, don't give it away. Literally, like 5 minutes ago, I had a thumbnail out. I took it down because I had some errands to run. Of course, I walk right in the door and they have a verdict. I had to put everything down and put another thumbnail up real quick. So we are going to watch the verdict together. You and I, Sue. Don't tell me because I'm sure you've already heard it. If you're watching back on the replay, let me know. Leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And sorry about the confusion. So let me share the screen and then we will watch the verdict together, Sue, and whoever else is here. Okay, let me pull it up here. And yeah, boy, I missed it by just a few minutes. So they had a choice: murder 1, murder 2, or manslaughter. Now, I've thought all along manslaughter or murder in the second degree. I don't believe this is first degree murder, but we'll find out what the jury thought. They started deliberating. They deliberated yesterday for a couple of hours and then since this morning. So 5 hours or so of deliberation. They came back one time with a jury question about wanting to see the autopsy report because there was some confusion based on some of their recollections versus some of the people that had taken notes. But the judge told them they had to rely on their collective memory because autopsy reports are hearsay. They don't come into evidence. They're not allowed to see them. So here he's contemplating his future here. Can he perform urology surgery in prison? Nope. Okay, let's see. Oh, cool. Thanks. Thank you, Sue. All right. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to turn the volume up because it's usually really hard to hear this courtroom. Yeah. I don't think we'll have any trouble hearing it, though. They haven't turned the audio on yet. But the jury is entering the courtroom is what's going on right this second. I could fast forward it, but there's the drama. You don't want to miss the drama. It's not long anyway. They just have to wait for the jury to be seated.
You may.
Members of the jury, have you agreed upon a verdict? Yes. May I have the verdict slip, please? Madam Foreperson, what say you as to indictment number 2020 CR 0138, charging the defendant Ingolf Turk with murder? Is he guilty of any offense charged?
He is.
Guilty of what?
He's guilty of voluntary manslaughter.
May the verdict be affirmed, Your Honor.
It may.
I totally
Members of
agree.
the jury, hearken to your verdict as the court so recorded it. You on your oath do say that the defendant Ingolf Turk is guilty of the lesser included offense of voluntary manslaughter. So say you, Madam Foreperson?
Yes.
So say you, all members of the jury?
Yes.
Thank you. May the verdict slip be filed and recorded.
It may be. All right, jurors, you can be seated. On behalf of the Superior Court and the trial court, I want to thank you for your time and sacrifice Without your participation, our system does not work. So again, thanks for your time and sacrifice. It's my practice to come thank you personally in just a couple of minutes in the jury room. You have no obligation to stay. You are discharged, but I'll be in just a few minutes if you want to stay. And I want to thank you personally for your service.
All rise, please, Your Excellency.
They still have an open mic. They've had an open mic this entire trial. It's crazy. You can't, most of the time you can't understand what they're saying, but you can pick up words here and there.
All right, Ms. Beatty?
Could I just have 1 minute to consult with the family?
Yes, of course.
Is tomorrow available?
No, may I please? I would be asking that the court would order a pre-sentence investigation. So I would ask that we defer sentencing for however long it takes for probation to do that.
All right, is there any objection to that?
I don't know that I have a basis to object.
Okay. All right, do you know how long that will take?
Usually a couple of weeks, I think, for probation. I don't know if, yeah, probation's here.
I'm not sure exactly how long that
Margaret?
Yes.
My experience, Your Honor, is here in Dedham, here and in Plymouth and Barnstable, the three counties I know, generally about 2 weeks tops, 3 weeks tops.
All right, so let's put it over perhaps the week of May 5th.
May 7th, the Wednesday. Maybe we could do it at noon
Sure.
for about a little time.
Could I just have a minute, please?
Yes. Do you want to check with the family, Ms. Beatty?
Yeah, that would be fine.
I'm going to write that down. May 7th, noon, Eastern. So that is the verdict. And this is what I thought that the result should be. Did they say, May 15th? Why did I say 7th? Girl, I don't know what's going on with me. Any case, I firmly believe that this was just a case where he just snapped. He couldn't take it anymore. You know, this woman, she rushed him into moving her kids in so she could have that school district. She tricked him into, according to him, marriage, and then just, harped on. I felt like something she might have even planned all along, just to drive this man out of his house. Then she finds out he's going to divorce her after 6 weeks of marriage. She goes and gets to me, a baseless court order for an order of protection. We never heard what the basis for an order of protection was. Police were never called to his home. She went to the police and said, I need an order of protection for my husband. Anyway, and they gave her one without really much of a hearing or anything on his notice or hearing on his part. He just gets told, there's a protective order and you got to leave, which, man, that would have pissed me off. That's a nice house that they had, but it doesn't justify him killing her. And I think this was the right result. So in this state, he can get anywhere from 5 to 20 years in prison for this. He'll probably get a lengthy sentence, but they've asked for a pre-sentence investigation, which I'm sure will show that other than this and some Medicare fraud that went on in the background, you guys didn't know about that. Yeah. He got in trouble for Medicare fraud, which is why he wasn't practicing anymore. A few times he referred to it on the stand. Well, they asked, "Are you now retired?" And he goes, "Well, I guess you could say that." Well, yeah, because he was defrauding Medicare. I don't know if he was convicted of that, accused of, but there was something going on with fraudulent billing to Medicare. In any case, it'll likely show, other than that, no record that he has. And I don't know where he'll score. I don't know if they use a score, but we'll tune in on the 15th at noon and we will watch the sentencing together. We'll hear from her family members. Not the dead ones that she could communicate with, the live ones. So I'm sorry, that was a bad joke, but we found out she was a medium. She could talk to the dead people. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. You're late. You'll have to catch up. Voluntary manslaughter, Deborah. The jury did not find, they had three choices: murder first degree, murder second degree, or voluntary manslaughter. So this was the lesser included offense. It didn't require any premeditation or intention on his part. So that's, I think it was the right result in this case. So have a great day, everybody. I got to go. I'm looking for Joanna. She's not been answering her phone all day. Richard and I are looking for her, and I'm hoping she's okay. So I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody. The video from day 2 and 3 of Lori Vallow is up. I apologize. I didn't get out a video yesterday for Lori. Things have been crazy with my new job, which I love. You guys, I'll tell you all about it on Sunday. Have a great afternoon, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow in another Lori Vallow video. Take care. Bye.